Have you ever been really jealous of these kind of people who go through hardships, arguments, chaos, negativity, and they're completely fine? But you walk into the same room, and 5 minutes later, your chest feels tight as if you did not just witness the shift in energy, you actually inhaled it. You absorbed it into your emotional state. There is this specific kind of exhaustion you're going through. It doesn't come from schoolwork, office work, or any stress in the traditional sense. It doesn't come from lack of sleep, and no matter how much you try to rest, you still feel tired. It comes from feeling too much for too many people for too many years without ever putting it down. Like someone else is anxious around you, you catch on to their anxiety. Someone else is angry around you, you feel that you are the one who is in danger even when they have got nothing to do with you. Or in more simple words, when the world starts to feel heavy, even when nothing went wrong, even when you don't understand why, but you keep carrying it anyway. For years and years, until you ask yourself this question that why do I have to carry the burden of everyone's emotions when I could not really do nothing about it? Let's strip away the mystical labels and actually try to understand what's going on inside your body and brain. There is this concept called mirror neurons in neuroscience, and no, I'm not here to teach science. Mirror neurons are basically the cells in your brain that fire the same reaction when you are going through something or when someone else is going through that same thing, but you are just witnessing it. Like someone else in front of you is in pain, but your body, your brain stimulates it as your pain, and someone else is anxious around you. Your brain catches on to that anxiety and holds it like it's yours. Now combine it with something trauma-related called hypervigilance, when you were brought up into an environment where you had to be constantly scanning the environment for emotional shifts of the people to be safe and secure, hypersensitivity, but also a brain that is wired to scan for emotional shifts and process emotional data at a higher intensity than most other people. You are scanning for everyone's mood. Even when you are not doing it consciously, your brain is doing it in the background for you. And you are catching on to the energies without even knowing that why you are tired all the time. Most empaths are never really taught the difference between identification and connection. Think about it. If you constantly shift your emotional state based on who you are with and who is around you, who you are without everyone else. And this question has been existing for ages, that where does the self actually end? The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche tells this reality in different words, that he who fights the monsters must be careful, lest he thereby become a monster himself. For an empath, it translates into something that if you keep on stepping into other people's emotional worlds without ever stepping back, you will lose the center of your own life. Empathy without boundaries is not compassion, it's self-erasure. Think about it. You have a friend. Whenever they are sad, depressed, anxious, having relationship, family problems, they call you. You pick it up, you listen to them, you feel their pain deeply, you guide them out of it, and for a moment you feel like that I'm a good friend. It feels meaningful, and it is. The realization most people don't understand while going through this scenario is that you didn't just support them out of their problem. You absorbed their pain like a sponge to understand better, then guided them out of that problem, but your brain is still standing there. It doesn't know the difference that it didn't even happen to you. And you know that it didn't happen to me, so it doesn't even need attention. Did you tell your brain that it didn't happen to you? Let's start with boundaries, and I'm not going to pretend that it's easy. If you have lived your life for years and years being the person who is always there for others, you cannot really wake up one day and be like, okay, I'm gonna be selfish. No matter how much you try to pretend. Let's try with definition. Boundaries are not there to pull other people away. Boundaries are just there to define where do I begin. And from this boundary, no other person's emotions could cross to me. This is where I start. Let's be a little practical now, because self-awareness without action is trash. Nobody cares if you have read 1,000 books, if you do nothing about your life, it doesn't matter. First things first, whenever you're feeling drained, ask yourself that, did something actually happen bad today? Or did I just catch someone else's energy? If something didn't happen that bad in your day, throughout your day, that energy is not yours. Let it go. Secondly, you can listen to people's problem without making your job to fix it. You are not the healer of the world. You are not the Bob the Builder. Sit down. Every single person who is telling you their pain is not coming to you as if you are their therapist or something. Third is, do not listen to anyone else's problem or anything like that, having heavy conversations when you are already feeling low. And even midway, if you feel like that, okay, I'm done, I couldn't take it anymore, it is getting exhausting for me, step away. And then get back later. And yes, a lot of people would feel it, because the people who benefited from your lack of boundaries hate it when you put one. Seriously. It does not mean that you are being a bad friend. It only means that you are trying to choose yourself first, which is totally fine. One thing I personally do which helps me a lot, and I really hope that it helps you all too, is whenever I go out in public and there's people I may or may not know the intentions of, I imagine this glass wall between me and them. That if there is anyone around me with bad intentions and energy, their emotions could not go through this wall. And your brain is as stupider as you want it to be. You can make it believe anything as you believed in their fake promises. Next is regulate your nervous system. When you absorb a lot of stress, your brain goes into this fight and flight mode. This is tied to your autonomic nervous system when your body starts a stress response mechanism. So you have to sit back in silence, do breathing exercises, meditations, anyways, whatever helps you. These are not just soft exercises, these are actually biological resets, and you are teaching your body that not everything I'm feeling is a threat that I need to respond to. Next step you can take is go back in time, and I'll tell you exactly why. Let's picture this. It's your childhood, you are sitting in a room and everyone is silent, but you feel the tension in the air, the mood shifts, but no one is reassuring you that, kid, everything's okay, it's fine, chill out. So you learn the changes in body movements and tones, not because you were supposed to do, but because it became a necessity for your survival. And you learned this rule that if I could understand everyone's emotions, everything's gonna be fine. And this rule follows you into adulthood, and now you are trying to control emotional environments who were never really your responsibility to carry. Let's be real about it. You are not overwhelmed because you feel deeply. That is a blessing. You are overwhelmed because you don't know how much to feel and then stop. Maybe you became this way because you had to. Maybe because being aware kept you safe. Being the understanding one gave you validation. Because along the way you understood that your worth is defined by how much you can carry for others. But you don't have to keep living like this. You don't have to carry every emotion that you are understanding. You don't have to lose yourself to prove that you care. Because real strength for a person like you who feels things deeply, it is not in the you feel, it is in the how much you can feel without abandoning yourself. So the next time when the world feels heavy, stop and ask yourself that is it mine or am I carrying someone else's pain? If it's not yours, you are allowed to put it down. This is it for today, guys. If anything helped you even a little, let me know in the comments. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.